Hello and welcome back to Down on the Farm, episode 8. Right, as we finished off yesterday, we were wood chipping, and what I've done is a few bits off screen. I've tidied up a little bit, moved all the small logs into the wood trailer, and I have filled up the large trailer. So we should have in here 59,000 litres of wood chips. Now, as you can probably see, if you watched yesterday's, money's gone down a little bit. I bought a couple of fields. Done a little bit of work on those as well off screen, so I want to. I know I've got enough money in the bank account, but I just want to get some money back in there. If I have to, absolutely desperation, I'll just go down to the biogas plant and tip a load of silage, and I'll make plenty of money. I'm going to go down this road to offload the wood chips. I know when you get towards the end of here, it's very steep down to the river. I'm not sure how tight it is. Just cover it up. Should have done that to start with. I'm not sure how tight it is down the bottom. I don't know whether I'll get round or not. We'll see. What's the incline here? It's very steep. 30%. I might have to stand on the brakes a little bit going down here. If you just let it go, it will speed up. So I'm aiming to brake. It's quite a short hill, but just incredibly steep. Yeah, this is tight around the bottom. Just swing out quite wide, but I should get round. And then swing back round again to get over the bridge. I'm not really even sure a bridge like this take the amount of weight that's about to go over it, but there we go, we've made it. Right, okay. So, I always get the biomass and the biogas. I think the biomass plant is for wood chips and the biogas is the silage. I'm sure it's that way around. Doesn't seem to be anything coming, apart from him. Interesting developments today. I will talk about in a little while, to do with the development blog for Farming Simulator 17. I know different people have posted on YouTube already. I will just talk about it briefly. And one of the bits while I'm driving from A to B. Right, so let's back this in. I'm not using the steering wheel today, only because it was proving a bit of a pain to set up this morning. So, unload this. Taking a while. Oh, that's weird, just over 50,000. Last time I tipped one of these, it was 70 odd thousand. Mind you, I suppose they were probably paying more for wood chips at the time. Never mind. I'm not going to complain. Was it 52, whatever it came out at? It's all money in the bank. Right, let's go. I'll take this back, drop it off, so when I'm ready to do some more wood chipping, I can go back up there. And the lorry's already there. I tend to leave them laying around, and go to another vehicle, go off to do something else, and then later on when I come to do that activity again, I can't remember where I put the vehicles, and they're never where they need to be. So back over the rickety bridge. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't look rickety, it looks quite well made, to be fair, but right, swing out a little bit. I'm sure this is going to manage this up here. They're powerful old engines. Of course, you can't look out the back, can you? You have to use your mirrors. Never mind, use the mirrors is fine. The trailer is still there, and it didn't get snagged on anything. Brilliant. Okay. As I say, we'll just whiz this back, park it up. I think what we'll do next is I'm going to whiz down to the dairy farm and just check up on the cows. What I might do is buy a few more, because I think I've only got 15 at the moment, and I've got a little bit of money there. So yeah, I'll buy some more cows, give them a quick feed, make sure they're kind of topped up as best I can. A little bit bumpy. I have got one of the Tatra agro trucks back at the farm, which I suppose is designed more for this. It's a little bit slower, I think. I assume that's why I brought this one over. Can't remember. I might swap them over. I might sell this one, I don't know. Okay, that should do it. Now, interestingly, when I was wood chipping off screen, and I could put 2 logs in at a time because I was getting overconfident, one went through the chipper fine and the other one's pinged up into the tree, kind of glitched. Wouldn't come down at all. I tried to get them with the telehandler, nothing. And then obviously when I put the game back on again, they were there. Right, back at the farm. So, in the feeder wagon, self-propelled one, what I'm going to do then is prepare some mixed ration for them. Right, so yeah, I'm going to add 10 more, yeah. So we'll have 25 altogether. It's small, I know, not many, but it starts us off. So, jump in the telehandler. I'm thinking as well, I've got the New Holland T6 with the front loader and bale spike. I might buy another skid steer. So I've seen other people use it. I'm always open to learning and doing new things. I saw Daggerwin doing it the other day, and the bale spike you get to go with the skid steer has got one big spike on the middle and then 2 sort of lower ones to hold it. I'm wondering whether or not that's worth a try, because that might be easier for moving the bales around and stacking them up rather than the 2-pronged or the 3-pronged ones. With one main spike it might work out easier. I don't know, I might give it a go. We'll see. I do like the telehandler. Some of the modded ones are great. I know there's that bright green Merlot telehandler. It looks amazing. Right, so that's the hay one in, sling the straw one in. As I've said before, if you watched my, I've got a video I did on cows and feeding cows. I went through all the steps of everything they need to be fed to make them 100% productive. Using the self-propelled one, it's only 12,000 litre, which is great. So 1 bale of each gives you a mixed ration perfectly. If you use the larger towed one, it's 18,000, and you have to do a bit of a different mix. I'm sure it's 2 hay, 1 straw, and the rest silage. But I just stick with the self-propelled one. As I said before, I use it quite a lot. Use it at the biogas plant as well for moving the silage. I don't know, it just works out easier. Saves you having to have a wheel loader or one of these with a bucket and all that. Anyway, when I run out of silage bales, I'll probably just use the silage from the pit. Use the front of the self-propelled one, and then just fill the rest up, which I can do now. But I'll stick that in, and then I know I've got the 12,000. Job done. Park this up. I love the physics on these vehicles. When you've got the boom up, when you've got weight in them, especially with the T6 or the smaller tractors with the front loader, if you leave the boom up and you swing around quickly, they rock. You get a real sway on them, bordering on tipping over, which is brilliant. I think that's the physics on that is so clever. So I'll take this round into the barn, and we won't fill up. I don't think the mixed ration needs quite a lot to feed them, so I'll put more in so they have got more. I think I've just caught the front. There you go. So load this in, and I can't see the loading bit from here. Never mind. Okay, there you go. So it is loading in. So I should have enough mixed ration for a little while. It won't be full, but it's enough. And then once that's done, we'll go and grab some silage, stick another load of silage in. Just thinking, having added 10 cows, they're going to need the extra even if it doesn't last them a full 6 days. Can always come back in that time and do some more. So where are we looking at? Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, we'll do the grass. We'll do some straw as well. Just up the bedding and everything on that. Turn that on. And in it goes. And when you're doing this, if you just gently accelerate, so it's kind of pushing the mixer wagon forwards, it fills up way quicker. It's like it's forcing it through the system. It's just gently. If you go too hard, it just accelerates over the top of the silage heap and doesn't work. But it's just so you've got a bit of forward pressure. There we go, 12,000 litres. I will go and pop that in as well. Probably not the most exciting thing to watch, but it needs to be done. I'm always torn. I don't know how much to do on screen and off screen. I'll dump this in the one at the back just for a bit of variety. Yeah, how much to do on screen and off screen. I like playing the game, just playing the game. And sometimes I do things and think, oh, actually, should I have recorded that? Would anyone be interested in sitting watching me do that? So some of the stuff I did off screen before this episode, people may well watch it and think, oh, I wish I'd have seen that being done. I can always do it on another episode if you want to comment and just say that, can we see you doing that? It's entirely to you. So yeah, just kind of balancing it up. So, okay, there we go. So, more silage in. So we'll now do the grass and we'll do the straw, and they'll be good to go for a little bit longer. Because it hasn't emptied completely. It's got 3,000 and something in there. I'll leave that in there, because when I do the next load, all I've got to do then is put in a hay and a straw, and it's almost a full mixed ration. It will just need a little bit of top up with silage. So actually that will work out fine if I just leave that. Probably shouldn't leave it outside in case it pours with rain and fills up or something. But I'll leave it there for the time being. Go and grab the T6. I think at some point I do want to... I'm going to put the bale spikes down so I don't skewer anyone. Yeah, I do want to get a bigger New Holland, so I might go for a T8. I think I said this before. I did a tractor buying guide, just plugging all my other videos. Tractor buying guide, yeah. The T8s on this have got the small front wheels. I think they just look a bit weird. Very powerful tractors, so I might go for a T8. The T9's huge. I mean, I'm not quite sure what I would use the T9 for. I do love them, they're brilliant, but I might get one of the T8s. The tracked one's quite cool. I might replace the Case Magnum for a T8. As I said in my tractor buying guide, the Case Magnum's powerful, but it's got no front 3-point linkage. It's got a weight already on it, so yeah, I might swap it out and get a T8 at some point. They're not cheap, so I'll have to think about that. Right, there we go. So, grass in, that's as much as they'll take. Back this out very carefully. Try not to hit on the front, which I think I might have just done. No, I think we're right. Okay, right. Go and park this back up, and then we'll do the straw. So the excitement builds for Farming Simulator 17. Lots of the development blogs have been full now, come out, various different things. You can customise your farmer, you can choose to be a female player. I know my daughter will love that. Someone mentioned in one of their YouTube clips the other day you can customise your vehicles as well. I'm not quite sure how that's going to pan out. So yeah, crops the other day was mentioned. There'd be sunflowers. Was it rye? I can't remember what the other ones were. So there'll be different crops we can do. And the fourth development blog that came out over the last 24 hours or so was for animals, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. But yeah, it's all very exciting. What is going to be interesting is how much of that carries over onto the console versions, because they're releasing these development blogs, and I know the game kind of originally started off PC and is predominantly PC. The modding aspect, all these things are what everyone's looking for. Everyone wants these things. Okay, that's as much straw as it's going to take. Excellent. Yeah, so you know how much that will actually carry over when the game gets released. We'll see. I think everyone's hoping that all the things they're saying in the development blogs that are going to happen will be on all platforms. I watched a YouTube clip from Brad M73, I believe it is, who said he was at a development meeting, and reporters and people were there as well, and they were talking about the modding aspect, and they're thinking about having the kind of slot system they had on the PS3. I think just for the mods, not for the whole game, as far as I'm aware, because obviously if you have too many mods running, the whole thing will slow down. So I think they're going to allocate you with so many slots for mods, so you'll be able to have mods, I assume improved ones. I'm not quite sure how they're going to do that bit, but yeah, like I say, I've made a hash that. I think what I'll do is probably go out on cab and make that a little bit easier for myself, because I'm not going to do that, am I? No. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see. Until the game actually comes out, we're not going to know for definite. Some great manufacturers, and it's pretty exciting. I'm really looking forward to it coming out. Trying out new machinery, new maps, new ways of doing things, new crops. Yeah, can't wait. It's going to be brilliant. Only a couple of months now. Right, to part this back up. That's them fed. They're done. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. What I am going to do now, I think, is jump into the pickup. Yeah. That's all good. Happy with that. No sheep yet. Right, jump in the pickup. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drive up to the top fields. The two fields I bought off screen. Done a bit of work on them, fiddled around while I was off screen as well between yesterday's episode and today's. I had already fertilised this field. You saw me do that yesterday. But what I've also done is now cultivated it as well. Now I know I don't need to do that, because if I use the seeder with the cultivator on it, it will do it automatically. But I'm not quite sure when I'm going to seed it, and it looks a lot neater cultivated. It's got that nice deep colour where it's been fertilised as well, so that's sitting there waiting to go. So come up the top here. Two fields. Check traffic, so don't cause an accident. So there we go, fields 34 and 35, is it? Oh, my eyesight's terrible. Yeah, I've bought them both, and I've done my usual, a bit of change in kind of geography. So go around this at double speed. So I've put some bends in, extended it, made it wider. That's where it joins up. So there is where the join was, ploughed over all that and cultivated it, so it's good to go. It's not fertilised yet, so that'll be another job we'll need doing, fertilise it. I better get off the field actually, I'm driving across the middle of a cultivated field. So yeah, made it more sweeping, wider, joined it all up, one big field. I'm probably going to put corn, maize, whatever you want to call it, in this one, and move my maize crops from the last one. So there we go. So that's the new field. We'll get onto that at some point. Fertilise it and then seed it with whatever we're going to decide to seed. Off screen the other day was ploughed this one. Again, you don't have to. It's not necessary, because with a seeder and cultivator it would do it anyway. But it's done. It's fertilised. It's ploughed. It's sitting there waiting to be used. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it's waiting to be used. Anyway, going back to development blog. Farming Simulator 17 animals, they are adding pigs, so you will have pigs, plus some interesting changes. When you buy your animals on the buying screen, you can go and collect them yourself with an animal trailer. Take them to your farm, or for a fee they can deliver them for you. Interesting. Plus, if you give them the right combinations of feed, they will also breed. Check the chickens. haven't got many eggs, I don't think, because I did them a little while ago. Yeah, they're going to breed. So your animals will multiply given the right combinations of crops. They've also said they'll need water as well. I think I might sell that trailer. I'm not using it at all. Might sell it. Don't know. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked again. Yes, so they will also breed, which I think is a brilliant. And like I say, if that comes onto console as well, absolutely fantastic. So yeah, pigs as well. You can transport them in trailers. I assume you'll do the same when you sell them. It sounds amazing. And the pigs need a combination of corn. They need grain. They're going to need root vegetable crops. They're going to need water. All of that stuff together. And I'm assuming all the others. It did say they will all need water. Again, whether that goes into consoles or not, I don't know. Just really, really expands the whole experience. So, something to look forward to. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today. Tomorrow I might do some harvesting on my next one. Might do a bit of seeding. Not too sure at the moment. I'm also thinking of buying a slurry spreader. Don't know which one yet. Because where I've been doing all of the silage down at the biogas plant, that big tank's filled up with silage. And I might buy one of those so I can take it to a field, and if I've got a smallish tank, I can go up and down the field, come back to that and refill it. I have to haul that around with something, but that can fill up from the silage tank. Yeah, might do that. Might as well. It's free fertiliser. So yeah, maybe buy one of those on the next one. Who knows? So, all different things to do, lots to look forward to. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. Yeah, thanks for watching.